Welcome to the Pastor Show. My name is Caleb Castro. I'm assistant pastor and Hispanic minister here at First Baptist. I'm so glad you're here with us. I have with me a very, very special guest, Mr. Mark McClendon, pastor of Associate Ministries. How are you, Mark?
I'm doing well.
How was my intro?
Oh, it was good, Caleb. It is weird to be in this seat. I'm the guest. I'm usually the host, but we're doing it different this semester, and I'm really excited about that. We've got a lot of our ministers that are coming in and taking the role of host, so just to get to know our staff better. And so I love that, and so excited to be on this side of it. And Caleb, you did well. So take it away.
Well, I appreciate that. Hey, I was here last week, actually. Grant was hosting it, and I was the guest. And I got to share a lot of great things that are going on with Hispanic ministry. But I'm just so excited with what's going on in our church, and especially what happened Sunday night. We had a hymn sing, and I thought that was wonderful. Don't you think it was pretty amazing?
It was so great. I love singing the hymns. My favorite hymn, my grandmother's favorite hymn. That was really cool that we got to do that. But also, just kind of as a caveat to the whole thing, I got to learn Spanish, and so that was unexpected. And I enjoyed singing some of the hymns in Spanish as well. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I was a little worried when Tom and I were working on some of this. He said, "Hey, I want us to learn more Spanish," and I said, "That's great." Also, that worries me a little because people come in and they want to sing, but now you have to learn, and it's a different brain function. But I was so encouraged. I was up there, and I had to hold my emotions and hold my tears back, because seeing not just the choir and rehearsal, not just the orchestra singing, but seeing our church congregation trying and attempting to do this, because they know that this is kind of a love offering. Like they're giving their time, and they're singing in a language that is the heart language of another individual. I mean, that to me was amazing. And we had some Hispanic families sitting in the back. They're a little shy to come forth, but they were singing, and they've been texting me and saying how lovely that was. And to hear the hymns of old, and then to hear them in their language, and also to learn some new ones. So that was pretty amazing. And with that in mind, I'm going to plug ESL in here and say, hey, ESL is starting next week. And we always will take volunteers. We still need some. If you have any questions about it, about how it works, or even if you just want to come and sit through one of the sessions and kind of get a feel for what it is before you make a decision, please let me know. Come reach out to me. Send me an email. Call the church. Call Omar. We would love to help you, get you included. It is a great ministry, and our church has been doing it for so long. I believe it was like the early 70s or 80s. But I have some scrapbooks of the history, and so our church has always loved them people.
Yeah, absolutely. And you don't have to be an educator, right? Is that correct? You can do just come and just, it's relational, really is Correct. What it's all about. Just helping them learn the language. You take care of the teaching part of it, and then they just have those conversations. And so it really is an opportunity just to get to know some people. So anyone can be a part of ESL. It doesn't take extra skill or anything like that, but just a heart for people. So I just want to encourage people to come. Great opportunity to minister, for sure.
Correct. It's a great way to create a relationship, to create a bond, and then give us the end to give people their greatest need, and invite them to church, share the gospel with them. It's a great thing. But that's not the only great thing going on in our church. Mark, I wanted you to share some of the great things, other things that are going on in our church.
Yeah, we have so many things that are happening, and just in just a couple of weeks, we're starting our missions on Wednesday nights for our children. They did have a leadership training that happened Wednesday night, and so that was really great. But that's coming next Wednesday, and so if you've got kids, you want to get them here on Wednesday nights. It's going to be a great program for them. Our college ministry is just going and blowing. They've started their in-home small groups this week, and so they have 2 on Monday nights and 2 on Thursday nights. So if you want to be praying for them, that would be great time to pray for them. They also have been doing Sunday school a little bit differently this year, and they're doing it after the service, and they're providing a meal. And, food brings people, and so that's exciting. And we had 70 college students at our meal on Sunday,
Wow.
and so that's so great. We're so thrilled about that. Be praying that we'll be able to retain a lot of those students and move them into the church, but also that they'll just grow in their knowledge of who God is and in their relationship with Christ. I think that's so important. And so there's just some really exciting things happening there as well. And then we have beginning September the 11th, just a couple of Sundays from now, our discipleship classes are happening on Sunday nights. We have 4 classes that you can be a part of. We'd love for you to come in on a Sunday evening. It starts at 5 o'clock. You'll be done by 6 in time to get home and get the kids to bed. But it is going to be a great opportunity. We've got a women's class. It's called Jesus and Women. It's a great study led by Mary Beth Carpenter and Kathy Lamar. We have a study about our work, and that our work is an act of worship. And so what we do 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, wherever you work, whatever you do, God has called you to do good things, and there's a plan and a purpose for you, what you're doing. And so if you want to talk more about that and just explore that and find ways that you can bring God into your work more, this will be a great study for you to do. It's led by Cam Barton, so you will want to come and be a part of that with him. We also have a study led by our pastor. He's going to go through 1 Corinthians. He will go through it very quickly in the 6 weeks that we have. You're going to want to be a part of that as well. These are so many great classes. You could go to all of them, go one a week. But, of course, if you're a man, don't go to the women's class. But, you could go to the other 3. Then the last class is led by Moose Clark. He just graduated from seminary. He's going on the mission field. If you haven't got a chance to meet Moose and Tara, this will be a great opportunity. We are the sending church for them when they go overseas through the IMB. And so you're going to want to get to know them because we are going to have a long relationship with this couple. And they've got a great son, Gideon, who's just such fun to watch and see him. He is a chunk of a guy. And so super fun. But Moose is going to be going through and looking at the Bible as a whole and just seeing kind of the mega theme all the way through the Bible and just kind of helping us see that this is one story. So if you've never had an experience to do that, that is a really, really awesome process to walk through. So you're going to want to be a part of Moose's class that's coming up. It is 6 weeks. It's a very short time. You can commit to that. We'll give you a break in the middle, and so that'll be good too. And that break is because of Serve Day. So that's when we're doing that break.
Yeah, lots of great things going on in our church. If you don't have anything, you're thinking, I need to do something, I need to be plugged in somewhere, there's plenty of ways to be plugged in, whether it's serving, helping with college students, helping with our children's ministry, or being in one of our discipleship classes. We have all sorts of ways in which you can continue to grow in your faith and to disciple others. And speaking of Moose, what a great guy. I've gotten to talk to him. I was in his class that he taught, the previous iteration of Sunday school that we did.
Yeah, Family Sunday School.
Yes, Family Sunday School. Thank you. That's the correct name. And he did such a great job. Like, he and Tara just love the Lord. You can just tell just by the way they talk, and want others to know the Lord as well, and to know the Word well. And so I encourage you also to get to know them. Invite them over to your home. I love when people invite me for a free meal, so I'm sure other people would love that as well.
Love that as well, sure.
Yeah. But you mentioned work as discipleship, work as worship. That's what you said, work as worship. And, last year was the first time I experienced Serve Day. And you did mention Serve Day, but it is coming up fast. And
it is.
Last year, it was our first time doing it. And I think some of us didn't quite know what it would look like, but I think we were all blown away just by how good it was, and our community was greatly impacted just by so many of our church members, so many of us just going out there and doing work for the Lord, but really loving our neighbor. You know what I mean? And I believe that's what our shirt said, love your neighbor, and that's what we were doing. We were picking up trash or helping in the laundromat or doing all these things. I know I took a team of our Hispanic ministry, and we went to neighborhoods and we just knocked on doors and said, hey, we just want to pray for you. What are some needs? What's going on? And some didn't want to talk to us, but many hurting and broken. There's so much brokenness in the world, and us just even doing a simple picking up trash for yard could change somebody's day, and remember that there is hope, and perhaps even come to our church. So that's exciting. I just want you to talk more about Serve Day. I want everybody to be aware of what's going on, how to sign up, all of that stuff. If you could just fill us in.
Absolutely. So Serve Day is coming October the 2nd. It's a Sunday. You'll see information. You've seen posters around the church, I'm sure, but there's information at a table that you'll be able to sign up and do stuff. You can go online to do that. Go to our website, and there's an actual link that you can go and sign up and find a job. There are so many different opportunities and jobs. There is no age or season of life that can't serve. We've got tasks for everyone. You can write a letter, you can swing an axe, you can do anything. It's all over the map of things that we can do. So we want everyone in the church to have an opportunity to serve. I think that that's so important, and not just serve by yourself, but serve with your family, the church family. I think is really important. Lots of families will go and do it together, as their sons and daughters and moms and dads. And that's such a great opportunity for you as a family to talk about how important it is to love people, the way that God loves us. And so this is a great opportunity. So don't miss it, families, to do that and to find ways. There's all sorts of things to do. Caleb West is the one that is our staff liaison, but there's a team that is putting all this together, from the meal to every project to publicity, all those things. So be looking out this Sunday. Look in the bulletin. Look around on the tables. You'll find some ways to sign up. And if you have any questions, call the church. Talk with Lynn or with Caleb. They would love to help you connect in with a project. Your Sunday school classes also should be reached out to within the next week, and just saying, hey, what kind of project would you like to do as a class? And so there's many ways to onboard into this ministry. So be looking for that. It's coming. Yes. Really quickly. It's just a month away.
Yeah, I'm so excited. And you mentioned, with families, serving with families. Many people don't know, my grandfather, he was a missionary before he became a pastor. My dad would go with him, and he was like his worship leader. He would carry around a guitar and sing before my grandfather would share the gospel. And then when I was a kid, Dad would go to different homes in the city when we were in Mexico, and I would carry around the guitar and sing. Yeah. We would sing together, and he would share the gospel. And last year for Serve Day, I got to serve with my dad, and now so cool. He and I were both knocking on the door, praying for people, and that to me was powerful. It was powerful. How we model for the next generation what it is to love the Lord, to love our neighbor, to serve the body, to serve the church, which is interestingly the pillars of what we do here at FBC. So I encourage you as well. Sign up, be involved. We have plenty of jobs and things to do, and it's an act of worship. It's an act of worship. So it's very exciting, very, very, very exciting. Well, I think we covered everything, but if you have any other questions, call the church, as Mark said. Look to the worship guide. We try to put all the information there as needed. Or grab one of us when you see us on Sunday and ask us questions. We want to have conversations with you. We want to tell you what's going on and all the things that we're excited about. Any of our ministers can answer any of those questions. But Mark, thank you for joining me today in the guest seat. How did I do?
You did great. I love being in this seat. This is awesome.
I'm pretty nervous, but I think we did all right. I appreciate your guidance through this. Well, everybody, have a great week. Thank you for joining us on the Pastor Show, and we'll see you soon. Hasta luego.
You just Spanished me.
I'm sorry.
That was great. Did you push stop?
I'm about to. Here we go.